Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I'm AJ. I will be your host for 8 minutes. Um, well, what can you say about today? How about fun? How about amazing? Um, how about inspiring? I mean, how do you describe today? You wake up and the Dow's down 700, and a lot of people just like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? And in here, it was so much fun. And those of you that aren't in a room, I do want to take a moment. I want you to take a look at our list, okay, for just one quick moment. Take a look at our list, okay? This is our list today, all right? Pre-market plan, right? AJ 224. I got up early, just like all of you, and started preparing the room. I want you to look at the list. NNBC, ENLV, NGM. These are headline trades, right? Hasbro, market down, gapping down. Then we have our go-tos, Roku, NVIDIA, TDD, Apple, Boeing, Netflix, Tesla. And we had a couple side trades that we could have done in our sleep, right, that were gapping down, right? And what I mean by that, look at this APBN, for instance. We had a buy at 45, room to 43 to add, stock would hit 48. If you were in our room, this would have been your first trade. I mean, you could have just done this in your sleep, right? Long 45, add at 43, stock would go to 48. It hit 48 in less than 10 minutes of the opening bell. You were done. 300 shares, $900. Have a nice day. All right. But let me show you the go-to stocks that we did today. NVIDIA, perfect example. This one we took long at 271 pre-market, added on the pull at 268. We had a bottom in our system at 268. That's what we wrote. We weren't messing around on NVIDIA. We have it right here. Take 271. It will pull to 268 and go back to 280. You want to see it? Right? 271, 268, 280. You were done. 12 points in a blink. Okay. Roku. You all know in pre-market I was adding. I was already buying the stock at the 110 area, 111. Added on the dip. Had a nice average. Said the stock would rip back to 115. Ended up hitting 116. I mean, 8, 9 points, just like that. NNBC on our list, number one pick in the room to short. Now, I want you to notice something too. On that list that I gave you on our pre-market, if you're in our room and you understand what we're doing, and I will help you every day until you do, I want you to see the end result of a client, an annual member, David Gonzalez. See the Apple, the Boeing, the Hasbro, the Netflix, the NVIDIA, and Roku all on our list. And look what he gained today. Everything was spelled out, every entry, every exit, how to trade the stocks. Isn't that incredible? Just follow the notes. That's all you got to do. It's not that hard. You come in here, you're paying good money. I will give you great setups. I will guide you through each one. I will explain each one during secret sauce. I will make sure that you have a full knowledge of what we're doing at all times. If you're going to execute a trade, you need my help, I'm right there. I'll never leave your side. Everybody asks me how many people are in the room. I'd always say just one, you. That's why I give you the attention. So for gentlemen like David, who I've given attention through for a while, can execute the way he did with such confidence and conviction. And now look, he doesn't even have to trade for the rest of the week if he chooses not to. Okay. The next one we did was ENLV. This was just a complete stupid headline. I mean, I can't stress it enough. NNBC, we had this. We literally called this to go from 10 to 11 and a short to 750. And the stock stopped around 850. Okay. The next one was ENLV. This one we had shorting from $16 a share. We had this going to 10.50. They decided to do an offering in the middle of the day and took it down to 8. I mean, if you are a short seller in here, this is a heaven dream right now. Okay, right? Apple. I mean, come on. Really? You can't see the buy the weakness on Apple? We were buying at 295 on a floor, and we got what 9 or 10 punts to the upside, just like that. This was a fat figure at 290 at the open. We were already taking positions at 298, added at 295, had an average, and all it did was pop, and we were all green. Netflix, same thing. We were adding here at 362, I think, what was it, 364, 365, on any pull to 360, stock ripped right back. TDD, look at TDD today. 275 was our start buy. Pre-market, we were at 282. We were starting to buy on a pullback at 275. Your average was 278. The stock ran all the way to 288 for 10 points. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on, but look at this Tesla call. We had 825 as the bottom. You don't believe me? Look at the call. Tesla. This should be turned green today. Got me down 65. I will live along at 836 with a bottom at 825 pull. Stock will go to 860. That is what I wrote an hour before the market. This should be fun. Smile when it pulls. That's what I wrote. Now you want to see it? 836, 825, 860. You're done for the day. All this for $6.75 a day. This is what you get. You see how cheap this room is? We are so underpaid here. It's not even funny. We deliver, what, 500 points today? I mean, there wasn't any. I mean, the room rewarded me with 1,000%. That's how big these notes are. That's how precious these are. And I want to give a shout out before I go to Sergio. Apparently, we had a lot of signups over the weekend, and we even had two or three that came in the morning, which welcome aboard, by the way. And some people had issues logging in. Do you know what Sergio did? There's only 2 or 3 clients that had issues logging in, and he assisted each one. But he turned around and he copy and pasted the notes and emailed them to their email, so that way they can at least have that. That's love, man. That's just an unheaded gem that nobody knows about. Sergio is he's the one that really puts it all together. I mean, when you see these notes and these charts, I don't do that. I kind of demand it. Like, this is what I need because I want to show the world how great we are in here. We're a great team. We're great leadership. We're great people. We all get along, you know, and we're probably becoming the only, I mean, we have now 18 rooms. 18 rooms at Umbrella. I feel like I'm Bill Belichick, you know, or that other guy, that Bill, who's the guy? Patriots. He was the original Patriots. Bill something. Bill Parcells. And he has a whole umbrella of coaches underneath him that are successful. But for me, it's like one guy said, you know what, AJ? This place is like a nursery. You just help people bloom. You know, the problem is when you've only been trading for 6 years, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, and along comes a $900 down day or 1,000 points off. This is the proudest moment for me. This is where we at Awesome Calls, this is where ACT stands out among the rest. To see people accomplish and make thousands of dollars and the market is red. Who would ever thought? But I always believed that if I had a quality room where I can only explain in detail each item, what we're trading and why, and I can give 100 and 200% of myself and pour my love into these traders and show them step by step why this is working, why this, why this did that. You know, you can't help but become great in here. So that's why we built the room. And we are called Awesome Calls Trading for a reason because we have amazing calls. They're awesome, and we trade them. I traded everything live today. I even gave you free entries and exits, on Twitter today. I mean, I don't hide anything. I'm transparent across the board, and I trade with you. So that's what we do. All right. So if you want to be a part of us, click here, and boom, you're ready to go. You are in Awesome Calls. Just scroll down. Uh, Pick a day, week, or month, and you want to flip over. If you want to become an annual, you just go to yearly options right there. And part of our annual, too, we do put a thing together. We're starting to be putting a thing together for Dark Side in that, so he can become part of that as well. So I got some plans on that. So, but because I do give a small rebate, so a lot of times we're gonna probably in there say, hey, you can have access instead of a rebate, you can get this. It's not as good as the Christmas ones, obviously. Christmas is Christmas for a reason, but I do give something to a client, uh, and we really encourage them to take the dark side webinar services. We had another client just sign up and starting I think Tuesday with him. So. Hey, we're all here. We're teamworking here. I want to thank the mods. Thank everyone today. It was a wonderful day to trade. I can't wait to see what the market brings us tomorrow.